Sit, turn, tap, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
What's going on, everybody? Just jumping in right here on this week's build-up, this weekend's build-up for WrestleMania. I'm here on the Saturday afternoon. I'm excited. I'm ready to get it, ready to rip and run, get it going. So I just figured I'd just jump on here for a couple of minutes just to see what you guys are getting into. If you guys are having WrestleMania parties, are you guys are you set? There's people pulling up, got the fam checking in, what we doing. Shout out to all my people that's in Philly this weekend. You guys are doing it big, man. Yo, I see all the pictures. I see the videos, people running into wrestlers and such like that. It's an amazing thing, man. It's beautiful. I love it, man. It's a beautiful time to be a wrestling fan these days, man. And I've been constantly saying it before, regardless of what promotion you're into, what type of wrestling, what style, and then at the end of the day, this type of season, this is our Super Bowl. This is our the time of season where we come up and we represent. And sure enough, we've been doing it in droves, man. Not only in Philly, but New York City, across the country. Big shout out to my little bro who hit me up. He's excited about Mania as well. It's a blessing, man. We getting our comeuppance for so many years. People were sitting there goofing on us saying that. You know that wrestling's fake, right? And it's like, yeah, no shit, we do know that, but at the same time, we fucking love it. The intro is very reminiscent to Video Music Box. That's exactly what I was going for, my brother. I was going for that kind of vibe. Exactly, it's what it was. Only you. Shout out to my brother Josie's boy. He would definitely. It's funny. You leave Philly, you move to Missouri and shit, and WrestleMania comes right into your fucking neighborhood like the year after. That's crazy. It's like perfect timing, I guess. Yeah, what's good? Nicholas was popping. Hope to see you soon at the Seneca, man. Big shout out to the Seneca. We're doing it up. I'll be there in about an hour or so to set up, get everything going over there. It's gonna be I expect fun things, man. Listen, we're gonna be doing Mania bingo, raffles, and much more, guys. So yeah, just pull up. We're gonna have a blast, man. It's gonna be crazy. So I just wanted to jump on here just to have a conversation about what matches are you guys excited for? Exactly what I said. What matches you excited for? What was your guys' thoughts on the Hall of Fame? I loved the atmosphere, the inductees, how the presentation was, and all. Heyman's speech, of course, was phenomenal. This is why I've said Heyman is God. Like, he's my white whale. He's one of the one individual that I wish that I could have the ability to get in his ear. Get some insight, get some thoughts from him, and might happen one day. Who knows? But at the same time, the one pet peeve I did have about that, a shout out to Little Bit who she as well thought the same thing. The fans, the audience in attendance. God, you guys don't know how to shut the fuck up. Like, Jesus, show some respect. Listen to the crowd. I mean, listen to the inductees, listen to the speeches. I mean, honestly, that's what it's there for, man. Like, honestly, they're there for you guys to listen and hear their stories. It's and their happiness for being recognized and inducted. What's good, Dave? My boy Dave shining, my green eyes, my dude. What's popping, man? I hope you're ready for Mania, bro. It's gonna be crazy out there. Respected Craft is in the building. Yeah, what's going on, brother? Yo, Ray, what's good, man? Yo, I hope you ready for Mania, boy. You in town or you in Philly? Because I know you out there ripping and running, so I don't know if you're in town or not. But shout out to you, fam. Mania, you know, the whole Hall of Fame thing was it took you on a roller coaster this year. It was crazy because you know they opened with I thought Heyman would close, but I think they did the smart thing by having him open. And then with by the way, Bull Nakano, like what a like transformation from what she used to be as a wrestler to what she is now. But at the same time, la vieja todavía bien, she's bien good looking. La vieja look good. I'm going to say she's 56 years old and she's holding up well. Man, um, I caught bits and pieces when I watched it a full later, but from what I've heard, it was a great Hall of Fame show. It was, like I said, but the crowd was just fucking terrible, man. Just awful. Yeah. Ray, you should have pulled up, man. So you should pull up to the to the Seneca. I know you're probably in somebody else's house or you probably throwing your own shindig, but yo, I also guys, if you guys are pulling up tonight to the Seneca for night one, there's a large chance that night two will be there as well. I'll keep you guys informed about that as well. I'll keep you guys posted on that as of yet. I'm waiting for my girl J. Cargill to do her thing. I hope she got some training from the camp because she needed it. Yeah, I mean, I think this is why they held off on bringing her out for a while. They knew that she had to get rid of a lot of bad habits from other places. And they also want to get her to understand the ring psychology of WWE and such. That goes to say as well with what people are saying about Julia signing with WWE and going to NXT. And yeah, I have to say that and I'll get to that, but I did hear about the crowd and talking through the speeches. That's not cool. It's not cool. And I really believe that they're going to end up pulling the Hall of Fame away from the crowds in attendance if they don't know how to, be respectful to the inductees and such. They're going to actually but they're probably going to end up going back to their old ways and just keeping it to the talent, and that's it. As for Julia, there was people upset. As soon as they showed her face as Stand and Deliver, which, by the way, Stand and Deliver was actually a really good show. I was surprised at how good it was. Any case, when they showed Julia on the screen, immediately I already went and I saw notifications popping up on all the wrestling sites and everybody's social medias and such. And then, oh man, that's she made a bad mistake. She shouldn't have went there. She should have went to AEW. She should have went here. She should have went there. Granted, fine. Oh, now she's going to be on NXT. Wow, she's bigger than NXT. Why would she need to go there? She should be on the main event, on the main card. She immediately should be pushed to the top. And I'm like, okay, I agree, homie, because that kick that hit Oscar had me like, damn. Yeah, Jay needs a little bit of she needs to learn how to pull back a little bit. So, with that being said, two things that came into play. Number one, Julia being signed to WWE and going into NXT first, which is a possibility, which is most likely is because she did request that because if you guys don't notice, when it comes to talent from overseas that are signing to WWE that don't have like kind of visa issues or working on their visas and such, they have to be placed in a secure position with an occupation. So since NXT runs directly just out of Florida alone, then that's the home base in which they could get all their paperwork and such dealt with. That's one. Number two, she also has to get used to the WWE style. People often say like, well, what is the WWE style? Look at WWE, the way they work compared to other companies. And it is a transition. It's all about their pacing, the way that they work certain oh, your name isn't coming up because you have to click the link when you see on the top of the the video stream, it said to click that link to see your name, because Facebook has like a weird setup with StreamYard. So that's why if you click the link, your name will come up. So yeah, she has to learn to work the WWE style, and that's going to take a time period. Plus, did you not see who was sitting with her when they showed her? William Regal was in the middle, and Rosie Agawa was there as well. Which, by the way, I think WWE is going to give him something, meaning they are going to give him possibly a promotion, helping to run a promotion. Interesting. Could be possible. Could be something. I'm just saying, guys, I understand she's talented. I understand that she's won titles across the the globe. But at the same time, you got to understand that if she's going to be situated and get her feet set in a promotion and ready to rip and run, NXT is a great launching pad. Look what it did for Gunther. Look what it's doing for Dragunov. Look at even Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee had to do NXT as well because he needed to. You got to get your visas set up. You got to get all those ducks lined up in a row for when you're ready to rip and run on the main roster. Dude, it's Pete Dunne, same thing. Pete Dunne did the same thing. So yeah, there we go. My man Green Eyes. There we go. Yep, that's better. So yeah, and look, another thing that I have to say. If you guys put your thoughts out in the atmosphere of the social media, if you put your thoughts, opinions, and such like that, you can't be surprised if someone doesn't agree with you. That's just part of why you do it. Do you think you're going to post something just because you want to get everybody to like you? It doesn't work that way. Especially when you have such a strong opinion, a strong thought, or you're based in something like what I do here with the podcast, where I'll make a comment about something and someone's not going to agree with me. On my YouTube page, someone took the time, shout out to that person who wrote, I believe his name was The Wrestling Era. And I'm trying to, guys, subscribe for the YouTube page as well. I'm trying to get those numbers up as well. I'm doing as much as I can more with live streams and more social connecting with you guys. I want to do a little bit more. This is why I'm opening the floor up to more comments and stuff and conversations and such. Life is better when you have your own opinion. Yeah, when you have your own opinion, yeah, but at the same time, you got to think about it. When you have your own opinion, cool. But somebody's going to disagree with you. And it's okay to have an open dialogue and conversation. Case in point, like I said, someone on YouTube took the time to listen to the live stream with Homework Mike and I did the other day, and basically laid out a soliloquy. He had a thesis on his thoughts and believed that what I thought about the CM Punk interview and my feeling for Punk, which, by the way, like my shirt, made it myself. Yeah, I'm a Punk mark. Any case, they weren't happy with it, and I'm fine with it. I'm okay with having a dialogue, and honestly, everything was cool with what he was saying, which was fine, because that's his belief. He's an AEW guy. That's just what that's his I guess his feelings and such. Okay, cool. But at the same time, you can't sit there and believe that someone is not going to agree with you. And it's fine. It's good to have that dialogue. And this is why I do it here. A lot of times I won't do the back and forth with the social medias because I rather do it on the mic. See, I can do it here. And if you're open to have a conversation with me and want to have this dialogue with me on the mic, I could always send you a link. And when I send you a link, we could discuss it here on the platform on Turbo Tabloid. We could do it there. I can't do a lot of banter back and forth on groups and texting and such because for the you don't get the same kind of, I guess, understanding over just texting and words. It's more of if you ever have a dialogue and a banter with a certain individuals and such. But In any case, what do you guys are looking forward to this on night one? Night one is stacked with. I mean, of course, we got the Bloodline match against Cody and Seth. Of course, I'm going to believe that there's some shenanigans that's going to be involved in this. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sorry, but I've never been a fan of Punk. But he's a beast on the mic. One of the main reasons the Rock is so why the Rock is so successful. Yeah, I could get that. Punk is an acquired taste like me. We're like beer and gasoline. We're an acquired taste. I see that where he could rub a lot of people the wrong way. And there's a lot of other wrestlers that do the same for me. Like me, I'm not a big Orange Cassidy guy. Everybody likes Cassidy. I'm not a big Cassidy guy. He has his niche audience, and that's cool. But for me, Punk is my dude because I always like the treading the line of how Piper would work or how even Heyman talks, like that kind of being able to give you a little behind the scenes without giving you a lot of behind the scenes. And in his early days of wrestling, I thought he was a great technician as well. I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any surprise returns or debuts. Yeah, that for me is always a highlight when it comes to this type of year. The past couple of years, we've kind of had some. We saw like the return a couple of years ago with Bailey coming back after injury to introducing Damage Control. I was hoping that maybe we would see Sheamus. Sheamus will actually be a good return. Let's see if the title, and that's the other thing too. Let's see if title changes hands. My boy Rob, what's going on, Rob? Hope everything's going well with you across the pond, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see some title changes. Let's open up the avenues for change in a new era. By the way, there was a rumor that went around that said Cody put in for a trademark called the Renaissance Era. I wonder if that's true. And I wonder what that alludes to. I sip on my Gatorade Zero. Speaking of Bailey, I mentioned her earlier. I'm looking forward to seeing if she could finally get that win she's been looking for. And the longest she hasn't had a singles match in Mania ever. So I'm excited for that to happen. I want to see that occur. We mentioned earlier Jade Cargill. Want to see how that transpires. What are we looking at when it comes to, is she ready? Has she been able to transition to the WWE way? How are they going to use her? Will she be the one that gives the pin? Does she take a pin? I'm interested to see how all that works and how that's going to play out. Dominic and Santos Escobar versus Ray and now Andrade. Interesting. That's interesting. I didn't see them actually putting that together, such a last minute thing. I'm kind of excited for it because I think that Andrade coming back is it was like a slow pacing. I actually thought they were going to keep him away from the LWO stuff, but it seems as though that they're making it a thing now that they're going to give him his push. It's good. I'm okay, bud. And Cody said he doesn't like WWE Hollywood title and wants to change it. They just got a new. I mean, the Universal. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe that'll be it. That they're changing the title. That title. But as for, this is bothering me. I don't know why this thing is rubbing like that. But yeah, they just got a new one. And Cody likes to shake things up when it comes that way. Remember, he was the one that shook up the IC belt and brought back the classic. So we will see. It's a dawning of a new era, with the old man gone, and with Heyman even acknowledging it during his speech. He made the mention that it's pretty much Triple H's kingdom now, and I think that was done purposely because if anybody's having any feelings, beliefs, or theories that the possibility that uh, Triple H may have been involved with the whole Vince scandal and allegations and stuff like that, it's good to want to know that he has support from everyone. And I think that getting that accolade is gonna possibly help to cement that as well. Um, what else we have? Oh man, the ladder match is gonna be crazy for the tag team titles. Woo! Yeah, that I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be a fun one, man. That definitely is one that I'm gonna make sure that I have my beer in hand and I'm not walking and moving anywhere else. I want to see everything that goes on for that match. That's gonna be an insane match. Um, just thinking about other stuff that's happening this weekend. Oh man, shout out to Mark Briscoe for winning the Ring of Honor World Title. A year to the day, 11 years that he wins the title after Jay won it 11 years ago. Man, congratulations to him. I know that was a very emotional moment, and the boys came out and showed him love. Man, that was beautiful, man. It's a crowning achievement for him. And also, Billy Starks wins the ROH Women's Television title, which, by the way, there was a lot of people who were upset on how that occurred. People were not happy with the ruse, the injury angle that they used, and they did it so well. They didn't show her. They panned the camera away. They kept the camera like towards the crowd. They were having the medical technicians come in. And then finally, guys, if you, I'm not, no spoilers, but just watch the match yourself. Any case, she wins. She wins the title that way. Once again, I want to be worked, and that's a work, and that's a great work. It's actually one of the smartest things that they did over there as of late. That was a really really good opportunity to capture a oh shit moment, and sure enough they did. I'm pleased that they had the creativity to do that. It's been a long time coming that we see some kind of way in which we could get that gotcha moment again. I'm very pleased with that. I've been saying it for the longest. We're all marks, and I want to be shocked. I want to be I don't want to know everything. I don't want to predict everything. I want swerves to happen and throw me for a loop. Like I mentioned about the Roman and Cody thing. If Cody doesn't win, I'm like, okay, but just make sure that you tell the story and make it captivating. I'm cool with that. Um, I'm also intrigued with how the Seth Rollins Drew McIntyre thing is going to play out, even now with CM Punk being involved as the commentator for that said match. Um, how does the Money in the Bank get involved? It's a fun time this time for this event in particular, because there's so many variables that could really just turn a storyline at any moment. Gunther versus Sammy. That's, to me, it's the feel good underdog going up against the ring general, and I really believe that Sammy's gonna pull it off. But I want it to be more of a not so predictable that it's more of, he gets the roll up. But I know Sammy's gonna get his ass whipped. Oh, he's gonna leave that ring with a belt, but he's gonna leave it with welts on himself as well. It's gonna be insane. Mm. Ah, awesome. Also, big shout out to all the indie shows that ran in Philly this week, man. It's once again, this is why I said it's such a great time of year for wrestling, because everybody collectively comes out and they just show off, and everybody's out there doing their thing, man. Revolver, HOG, GCW, uh, um, uh, uh, Progress, the Collective, all those shows that were running out there. I mean, wrestling fans were their heads were spinning, and as as well as they should. Man, when they were in New York City, it was, oh, man, we ran the gauntlet, man. We went to we even stopped at a British show. It was so fun, man. And it's such a beautiful thing this day and age when we may not like certain wrestlers, we may not like certain promotions or whatever it may be, but the fact that we all love wrestling is a beautiful thing. So like I said, just wanted to jump on here for a little bit just to see what's up with you guys and hoping that you guys are gonna have a good time. Make sure y'all drink responsibly. No, drink responsibly, especially if you're driving. Well, I walk, so I could be a fool. Nah, I'll be all right. I gotta be a host of an event, so I can't be too tip. But gonna check in with you guys tomorrow before night 2, and we'll discuss what happened on night 1. Maybe have a couple of people check in. If you guys would like to have a conversation, we'll get the phone lines open, or I'll send you guys a link and we could get it popping. But other than that, man, enjoy night 1, man, because I know I am, and we're gonna have a good time, man. And as always, check you guys in a sec.